What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer A Day with TK. It is a chilly winter's evening here in Findlay, Ohio, and the Ginger Yeti and I are hanging out in the beer shed getting ready to check out a new beer. Kind of a new beer.
This is not a new beer.
Yep. This is a beer that we actually did a review of
about a year ago, or maybe a little more.
Mm-hmm. And in the middle of recording, my phone ran out of memory. So if you record videos, it's probably something that will happen to you at some point. We recorded so many videos that ate up all the memory. And what actually got me wasn't the recordings. It's the trashy delete folder.
Right.
That iPhones have. So when I delete a video on the iPhone, it doesn't delete. It goes to some other folder where it stays there for 30 days unless I go in and delete it a second time. So I was unaware of that, I think, at that point. So I had a ton of videos in that delete folder, eating up all the space. And halfway through, the phone clicked out, and I was really kind of unhappy with that because this was a gift Anderson picked up.
Yeah, what really sucked about that is this is a gift from my friend Albert, and it's a very small brewery up in Quebec, Canada, so it's not like we could find this, go down the street and pick up another one and just redo the video.
Or we had a six-pack of them, and if you messed it up, who cares, get the second one.
And we really thought that was a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do the video, and I'd never see the beer again. And thankfully, my friend Albert came through with another one.
Yes.
Because Albert, I told him the story, and he was like, hey, I got you.
Albert, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. So this one is old-fashioned, and this is a 2023 version. And this is from Beauregard Brasserie and Distillery out of Montreal, Quebec. So where'd you get this? When you were up on tour in Quebec?
Yeah,
Who were you with?
I was out with Whitechapel, and they were supporting Meshuggah just before Christmas. And he came through. Got to hang out and talk to him for a little bit out in the cold, and he brought me this beer and a couple others. I was so excited.
Cold. He's from Quebec, though. It wasn't cold for him. It's only cold for us.
I think we were both standing out there in shorts.
Yeah, there you go.
Gave him some guitar picks, and he was kind enough to grab me another one of these so we could try to redo this video, because I told him the story about the last time I saw him.
Well, thank you, Albert.
So really appreciate that,
it, dude. So again, this is 11.9% ABV, 35 IBUs. You have a little bit of something on the side here, which is in Francaise, French. So we have no idea what it says.
There's a couple things you can see what it says on there.
11.9% alcohol by volume. Then we have, it looks like it starts out and it says, Le Bourbon est la vedette dans c'est véritable hommage or cocktail old-fashioned. So, obviously paying homage to an old-fashioned cocktail.
I like old-fashions.
And the rest, I don't know. But it does say this. Alcohol by volume, 11.9. Has a serving temperature suggestion of 11 to 16 degrees Celsius.
Well, it's 0 degrees Celsius in the beer shed, so
you know
we're close to that.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of interesting. This says 40 IBUs on the can. I think Untappd, or I looked it up, said 35. So I'll go with the can. 40. Now, I will say this. Maybe like another year it was a different one, because I saw some people comment saying they tasted different from year to year. So maybe the IBUs...
Oh, if this is a yearly release, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and it looks like it says here, I guess bourbon barrel aged, obviously.
So do you like old fashions?
I can't tell you that I've had one since I went to bartending school in like 1996 or something. It's not something that I've drank a lot of, and it's not even something that I made. It's not, maybe now people order them because it's kind of like retro cool, but back in the day, like nobody ordered old fashions. You know what I mean?
Especially, bartender the Beagle, nobody ordered old fashions.
No.
That's kind of an old man's drink.
Yeah.
But now, I think they're quite tasty.
So what's in it? Bourbon?
It's bourbon.
Orange peel?
Bitters, so basically Angostura bitters.
Yeah.
Simple syrup, and then it depends on who's making it. You can put orange peel in it.
Cherries.
A lot of people put a cherry in it or a couple cherries in it, and then garnish it with an orange. But they're quite tasty.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't had one in ages, so I'll be deferring to you to see if it really tastes like an old-fashioned.
I do really enjoy them.
I know back in the day I was in bartending school, they made us try all this stuff, but it was so long ago.
And for a whiskey drink that's pretty heavy on whiskey, it's pretty tasty and hides the whiskey well.
One thing I will say, I didn't know what color I thought it was going to be. We had this like a year ago, but I can't say I remember.
I thought it was a lighter colored, or I expected it to be a lighter colored as well.
Yeah.
But what kind of beer does it say it is?
I don't think it does.
Doesn't it say does it say it's a stout? Or is it
export? It says beer
Imperial
extra
Orange
forte.
Bourbon.
It just says extra strong beer Old-fashioned Imperial Orange Bourbon, extra strong beer. I mean, it looks like a stout.
Where's Shane to read this for us?
Yeah, we need some help with the French down here, gentlemen. Yeti. Can artwork is kind of neat. Looks like an orange being peeled on there.
Yeah, it's cool can artwork.
Yeah. The other cans have a similar motif, I think.
Yes, they do.
Gave them 3 different beers from this brewery. One was like an Oreo-looking one.
And that was like biscuits and cream.
What was the other one?
I don't remember what the other one was.
I don't remember. But cool looking.
But I'm excited to drink them, and thank you very much, Albert.
Yep, thanks again.
It's always a pleasure hanging out with you and drinking beers. And
ratings-wise, this does well. Untappd a 4.10, but there was no ratings on Beer Advocate. Maybe like 1 check-in or something. There wasn't enough for it to have a score.
This is kind of cool. I don't think I noticed this last time on the cans we did this. In the U.S., we have like Independent Craft Brewers Association. And if it's an independent craft brewer, you'll get that stamp on your bottle, your can.
Yeah.
And it appears that they also must have something like that in, I don't know if this is a Canada-wide thing or just for the Quebec province. But it says, it appears to say Independent Craft Brewery, Micro Brasserie, Independante, however you say it in French. But that's cool. I've never noticed that before in a Canadian beer.
I don't think I have either. So, let's give it a sniff. Oh my God.
Does.
Got burps from that Bud 55 Select coming up here, ruining my evening.
You ready to drink some more of those? It does kind of have a stout smell.
Yeah.
I do get some orange.
You get some orange, some bitter orange kind of. I think you get a bit of the bourbon barrel. Maybe not as much as you'd expect.
I guess that's what I mean by the stout smell. It's
that
the bourbon,
oaky,
the bourbon smell.
Barrel
Yeah,
smell.
yeah. I've had so many bourbon barrel stouts lately that I just associate the bourbon smell with stout.
Instead of the roasty grain thing.
Yes.
That smells good. It smells good. And like I said, from what I remember when we tried this a year ago, I loved it. I just screwed the video up, so it is what it is.
God, that was so disappointing.
Yeah, we got to retry.
It was such a great video.
Let's do it. Albert, thank you, my dude.
Thank you, sir.
Body is on point. Full-bodied, as it should be for a beer of this caliber. Flavor-wise, you got a lot going on in there. I think the dominant thing you get right away is you get that boozy bourbon barrel thing going on.
You get the bourbon barrel thing going on, but I don't think it's boozy. I disagree with the boozy.
Smell it. Put it up here. Hold it for a minute. I think you get a little bit of the booziness. I don't think it's over the top boozy for 11.9, but you know there's alcohol to this. You know this isn't the Bud Select 55, brother.
You do know there's alcohol in this, but I wouldn't say it's boozy.
I would disagree on that one, but that's okay. We don't have to view it the same.
I think you know there's alcohol, but I wouldn't go so far as to say it's boozy. Because boozy is like, to me, is over the top, like you're almost drinking liquor, kind of.
Okay. Flavor-wise, what else you getting?
I do get the orange.
But it's that orange rind or peel taste. Where
Right,
it's
the
a bitter
orange.
orange, which I dig that taste, to be honest.
Who did I see? I was watching somebody the other day, and they used the word, I think it was Louisiana Beer Reviews, maybe. Mm-hmm. Pith. They were using the word pith to describe something, and you get like the orange pithiness.
Well, the pith is the bit under the rind.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like the flesh when you peel an orange, that flesh that sticks on the inside is the pith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get some of that.
But when you're a bartender, right? You know how you take the
orange zest.
The zest. I think you get it's definitely like that bitter. It's the rind, not the sweet bit of an orange, clearly. And I think you pick that up.
Right.
Little bit of vanilla with the oak.
I was about to say a little bit of cherry, actually.
You think? I think you almost get like bitter chocolate. For me, I'm getting like bitter chocolate, orange, definitely the bourbon barrel kind of bit.
There is some bitter chocolate in this, which I guess, looking at the color and whatever and the taste, this is probably a stout.
Yeah.
Or stout-esque.
Yeah, it is. It's got to be. I don't know what else you call it. It's not a porter.
No. But the other flavors are very reminiscent of an old-fashioned.
See, this is where I haven't had one of these in, probably 30 years, so I can't say that I know that it is. So you think it tastes like it?
Yes. Other than the bitter chocolate. The bitter chocolate throws it off a little bit, but all the other flavors are there for like an old fashioned. You can definitely
But
tell
I think
this
that's
is
the stout bit. So it kind of...
right. You can definitely tell this is an old fashioned inspired beverage.
So as described.
Yes.
So for me, big thumbs up, man.
Yes, big thumbs up, and I hope the
other
phone
two?
is still on and it's still recording so people can see that we gave this a big thumbs up.
So Albert, this is a banger, dude. Absolutely love this beer. I would drink this pretty regularly, to be honest. Now, not in one sitting or we might be on the floor. We'd be fluthered.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty damn tasty.
Yeah, thanks, Albert. Thanks for coming through once again. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you this year sometime when I get back up to Canada. I'll have to definitely hook up. Maybe I'll have some time to go have a beer with you again. But thank you very much.
So, Beauregard Brasserie and Distillery, Montreal, Quebec. You guys killed it. This is a banger. We both loved it. Gave you thumbs up. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. I'm inching my way towards 1,000 subscribers, so everyone counts. If you could do it, I'd appreciate it. Also, check out the Ginger Yeti Road Beers channel. I have the link down in the description. He just started a couple months ago and is inching on 100 or so?
Pretty close to 100.
That's pretty good. It took me a while to get to 100 because my videos were terrible. They look like proof of life videos for hostages. Go look up my first video if you want to laugh. It is the worst video I've ever seen, dude.
And I was in one of the first couple weeks of your videos.
Yeah, you were. We did the Einstein one.
Yeah.
It was probably
back
within
porch.
the top 10 or so. Yeah, for sure. It's been a long road, man.
It has.
Long journey. So, hey, if you could hit subscribe, we'd greatly appreciate it. Now, if you've had this old-fashioned from Beauregard Brasserie, let us know down below, man. I think this is pretty sweet. If you've had any other beers, let us know. We got 2 more in the fridge, so we'll check those out at some point. So, let us know what you think of them. Hey, till next time.
Cheers.